Oh, I hate you, Sammy Hagar. You freak. How do I know when it's love? I think we have more urgent business with Van Halen.
Yes.
So
that's fine. Man on man.
1988.
Van Halen. Oh, you ate one too.
I guess put
Came
them
out in 1988.
Yeah.
It's got Sammy Hagar singing. If you call it singing. I think he's on key, isn't he? Usually? I don't know. I find him... when you listen to Sammy Hagar sing, he's like... If you hear one song of him singing, it's whatever, it's fine. But I feel like if you try to listen to this entire album, I'm wondering if I'm just going to get really bored with his voice. like I can't take it anymore.
He does...
He keeps rhyming pie with high.
He does overwhelmingly drown out the proceedings. Okay, so this is our follow-up. This is the second repeat artist after U2. But that didn't really count, because the first one was just me doing a prototype episode, so really Van Halen is our first...
We haven't even done a real Van Halen album yet.
No.
It's just Van Hagar.
But I like the Van Hagar. We're doing OU812, which is super clever. They're saying...
Oh, U812?
He probably came in during the recording session, like, "Hey dudes, guys,
I've got the greatest joke ever.
Read this. Like, OU812. Like, no, read it faster. OU812. See? I knew you were high, Eddie.
Now do this line of cocaine. Now say it really fast. OU812.
So this is the follow-up.
I do a shot of tequila.
Wait, what did we do before?
5150.
5150. So they were all about the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they kept the hit train quite as a-rolling on this one, but it does have Cabo Wabo, which apparently he loved so much that he made his own booze.
Yeah.
Why do so many musicians like making their own booze based on songs?
I don't know.
I mean, I can't think of any.
Now, movie stars are doing it. George Clooney
has
the most expensive tequila in the world right now, or something.
This does have a much classier album cover. It's just a nice, lighting from the left, nice black and white portrait of the band.
Because they're serious artists.
Yes, they're serious artists at this point.
Excuse me while I do another bump. Let's get to recording.
Hey, everybody.
They're still doing it.
In case you weren't in the last episode, so you didn't realize that our sponsor has changed. It's no longer Vapo Rub. It's Johnson Family Company Glade Spray eliminates odors and freshens the air. Blue Odyssey Azul.
Blue Odyssey.
It's the most heavenly scent. So did you have anything else to say
Vaguely
about...
sexual.
Did we have anything else?
Kind of it's perfect for OU812 because there's a lot of vaguely sexual here.
We're going on a Blue Odyssey.
We're going to travel down Sammy Hagar way.
Well, I think...
Well, here we go, folks.
I think we talked about Van Halen enough in context in the last one, so... This is for Randy. Here's Mine All Mine. I hate it already.
Ooh, Mine All Mine.
I guess we should talk about what are our expectations after 5150. I mean, even though I've listened to this one more than I have 5150. Oh god, this is horrible already. I'm trying to remember. So as much as we bitched about 5150, it's still like a powerhouse kind of album. I mean, the lyrics are embarrassing.
Still really heavy on the synthesizers. They really like playing around with synthesizers.
Yeah, I think they went a step further with the bullshit on this one. Even though I like the song "Feels So Good," it's just full on Eddie not wanting to play the guitar anymore. You keep me temporarily satisfied. That's good.
Yeah, this one's a hard one to figure out what to say about it. This song's so up-tempo throwaway.
This is the worst album opener ever.
Our world keeps getting smaller. He's so deep. He's so deep.
Yeah, I should probably bring up the lyrics for this one.
Oh, but that's not me.
So, like, the thing we didn't really talk about last time was... Well, yeah, we kind of got on it a little bit, but Sammy Hagar's all business. Where it's always this sort of forward-moving... He likes writing in oral terms, like painting in very serious tones, where... He's in that car where he can't drive 55. He's headed towards the horizon, kind of like Springsteen, but without as much talent. I was about to say without any, but that's not fair.
No, he's got his strengths. He knows how a song is supposed to go.
So he shook hands with the devil. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Where are we here? Give me truth. Yeah, see, I think this is where this is where they started to go kind of off the rails from where David Lee Roth, Van Halen was, where I just want to party and do cocaine, and he's like,
all the songs are more matter of fact,
and he's like,
and Sammy Hagar likes to try to be all images and feelings and.
Which is weird because most of his solo stuff is like goofy and kind of, like silly and goofy type of stuff. But with Van Halen, he was just all business.
Yeah. I think it's about 50-50.
Hold on.
Or maybe it's 51-50.
Here we go. It says, Christ, what's a man to do? They'll find a cure for anything. Just kill the pain, numb my brain. We see a man speaking the word of God, proven to be a fraud. His own church applauds. Stop looking. See, he's getting real deep here.
Oh, he's getting deep.
But did any Van Halen fan actually want to hear this?
They're not
Didn't
listening.
they just want to party?
Yeah. They probably skipped right past this song.
I like the double time
because this album was probably pretty good for after 5150. They completely transformed their audience. It was just a bunch of girls, and it was like you didn't have it wasn't a mix. It's definitely they lost the party crowd.
I don't understand what's mine all mine. It's talking about he's searching for redemption, but what's his?
I don't know.
His own church applauds. Stop looking out. Start looking in. Be your own Oh, he's saying religion and drink Cabo Wabo.
That sounds about right. And that bottle of tequila is mine, all mine.
So that was their deep statement. Here's the greatest song of all time. How will I know when it's love?
I'm sorry. Have you not heard Pound Cake?
Flip it over. Smack it. Put your nose up in it.
Wrote it once, maybe twice.
Other than Sammy Hagar's giant meaty ass face, that chordy synth swell sound is what I associate the most with Van Hagar.
Mm-hmm.
It's so schmaltzy, and it didn't even age well when it the first time I heard it, which would have been in the mid-late 90s. It sounded like crap.
I will say most of the music that came out in this era, it was only meant to be listened to until you found the next thing. It's kind of like it was like top 40, but it was supposed to be for a different crowd, kind of.
I don't know.
But they were trying to get on the radio with this stuff all the time.
I think this is supposed to be like a double whammy songs here. This one's everybody's looking for something to fill the holes. I don't know. Is this their introspective album? We did all the cocaine in the world, and then we realized there's nothing to do after that. Skibbity bop.
I really want to do this album, and I want to go back and do the solo album that Sammy Hagar did before it. It's called Where Eagles Dare, or Where Eagles Fly, or something like that. And it is so schmaltzy. I don't know what the word is for it. It's this is so I want to be deep, man.
I mean,
I want to be deep.
This is a good song. The melody's nice. They always still had good melodies, but it's just it's large and plodding. If you compare this to those first 2 or 3 Van Halen albums.
Now you make music.
There's so much energy.
Do you feel like there's really very big changes or anything all that adventurous, though, on 5150 or OU812? Like, I don't feel like there's anything all that artistically, like, trying anything new, like, testing any boundaries. There's nothing...
No.
Everything falls into the same genre, as far as I can tell. It's just kind of...
I think Why Can't This Be Love is a really good song. I don't...
Right, but they all... If you listen to the album, I think it all just flatlines. It's all... Nothing ever really jumps out too much, or... It's just something I always noticed about Van Halen albums that I really liked, is how they would try different genres. They would... You could have a metal album with a swing song in the middle of it. It's like they would just do something completely different just to, change it up a little bit. I think that's what made him kind of a party. You could have many different things. Sammy Hagar just seems to have one flow.
Yeah.
You can make the tempo faster for Sammy Hagar, but he's still going to sing at the same... Everything's coming out exactly the same, no matter what.
It's like he's writing hymns for some stupid church you'd never want to go to.
The Church of Hollywood Jesus.
I think his real calling was doing, like, contemporary Christian music.
Yeah, he would have been really good at that.
But you can't do cocaine in church. I mean, you can,
right.
But it's not a good idea.
You can't do songs like Three Lock Box either if you're going to be Christians.
So, hopefully in the next song you'll tell us what AFU means, and hopefully there's a lyric in there that tops aliens looking for openings. Yes.
My understanding was it was all fucked up. Na na. You gotta throw some na-nas in there. I'm pretty sure that's what Mark Anthony was there for, to do the na-nas and stuff like that. Like, he played bass competently, but what he really did was go na 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 na. He does that in many songs. And as soon as he leaves, as soon as Mark Anthony quits the band, he
I didn't even know his name until this very moment.
He quits the band and they stop doing the na-nas and stuff.
Was he the original
no melodies?
Was he the original bassist?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
He was there most of the time till the last album. We almost went and saw him on tour, but we couldn't. They were only doing stadiums that had 50,000 people and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not sitting on top of a bowl. You're not even there. Might as well be in the parking lot. That's how I saw Ed Sheeran, sitting in a parking lot on a tailgate drinking booze. He always bugs me.
Okay, so next...
We're getting ready for what's coming up?
Next is AFU, Naturally Wired.
Okay, you should get some lyrics going for that, because I don't even know what they say on this song.
Do you have any guesses for what the AFU is an acronym
Yeah, all fucked
for?
up.
Oh, okay.
That's what I guess is.
That's stupid.
What do I know?
Okay. 90 days off cocaine. 90 days is what I need. When my axe cuts me deep, I let it bleed. On the stage, off my strings, down my face, and all over me. Pumping up for the show, feeling like some... Damn it. If there's two things I do not like in rock music, songs about how the band made it. I hate autobiographical rock songs. And I hate songs in the similar vein of, like, the show is so hard.
Like Shooting Star?
Like, this is so much harder than a real job.
You wouldn't believe how much I worked on this.
It's shredding. Yeah, we're...
Well, at least it's a guitar song. That's one of the things that... It's like... How do you talk Eddie Van Halen into making a song with guitars? Because that's what he's good at. No. I want to do synthesizer.
We're 11 minutes in, and it's finally starting to rock.
You know what Eddie Van Halen reminds me of? All those guys that get famous being in movies, and they say, what I really wanted to be was a singer in a rock band, or vice versa. I always like...
But he did the lame...
Just take what you're good at and do it. God.
But he took the lame path and said, I just want to play the synthesizer.
All I've ever wanted to do is play the synthesizer. But you suck at it. All you're doing is playing, like,
And I feel like in the Hagar days they would throw that in there nominally because that's like the sudden stop thing, like
right.
A sudden stop and then a guitar riff right before it goes back in. Like that was always a trademark of Van Halen, but here it just sounds like they're just kind of doing it. Like there's a Van Halen script that they're kind of just pulling from.
I think that's to show you how tight they are.
So this song is about. It's a standard.
It's about playing music, right?
It's a standard. It's a standard rock template of rock and roll is hard. I'm traveling a lot, so I have to do a lot of cocaine.
And nobody pay attention to the man shooting up the H in the corner.
He's naturally wired. That's good.
Yeah, tequila is natural.
Well,
it grows on trees.
He's naturally wired. But he still does all the other substances as well.
Yeah, yeah, and Ted Nugent's never gotten high or drank booze. Whatever. Ooh, nice solo, though.
All right! Yay!
That's one thing you always have to give Eddie. When he's playing the guitar, he's really good. His soloing is amazing.
Yeah, we're like 15 minutes in, and we finally get a Eddie solo.
See,
naturally!
In this song, if the people are listening along, isn't it interesting how he almost gets out of that weird line that he stays on when he's singing, that he never gets excited or anything? It's like, he's like getting sort of excited. He sounds like he's trying to get excited, but it still sounds like he's just a baby crying for somebody to change his diaper. I can't take it. Like,
There's aren't really any risks.
Diaper!
It's like
change my diaper.
So this is still the 80s. So they're still kind of like that constant forward flow movement where he likes the flow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. It's good for certain kinds of music where there's like an inherently.
He's been to Rome.
Like
Dallas, Texas. I've been to Rome and Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, so he likes the smooth, forward moving kind of vibe where it's like it's just flowing, but that's not really it's not really
I like it.
Open to much risk taking.
I'm being very critical of it, but I actually kind of like it. Like I said, when I hear a Sammy Hagar song by itself, like on the radio or on
Cabo Wabo,
a thing, it's just kind of. Okay, that's fine. It's not. It doesn't make my ears bleed.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me, but
I don't know. The song's just about Cabo Wabo.
No, you love this album. Shut up.
No, I realize all I like is
White sand sure makes a tan look nice.
There hasn't been a super embarrassing lyric yet.
No.
I'll give him that. So that's an improvement over
Everything
last
about
one.
Sammy Hagar is benign.
No, I mean
like I said, you hear him on the radio, you're not mad that it's on.
No,
you're not excited that it's on.
5150 had some really embarrassing lyrics. Would you go to Cabo Wabo with The Hague?
Would I go to Cabo if Sammy Hagar invited me? I don't know.
He wasn't gonna pay.
He doesn't seem like his party would be very exciting, or
And he's not paying for it.
unless he had somebody else do it,
And he's also not paying.
Walking the streets doing that old Cabo Wabo.
That's something he was never good at, was the, oh my god.
Yeah. Who wants to crash on the beach?
And here's a problem with this type of song is you know exactly where it's going. There's no surprise in this type of song.
I want some tequila!
We drink mezcal right from the bottle. Salt shaker, little lick of lime, throwing down. Yeah, good God, this is just like paint by numbers party town song. Yeah. Where it's not rowdy. It's just we're going on vacation and you're gonna listen.
Don't you like passing out on the beach? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah. At best, this is a hard-rocking Jimmy Buffett song.
It's kind of like anybody that remembers when they went on spring break always came back and told me, Well, if you like getting sand all everywhere up in your junk because you passed out on the beach and they just left you there,
Yeah.
you only have to do that once.
Oh my god, this is so dull. This is like the least interesting vacation catalog, where he's cataloging his vacation via a song.
Then we went to the beach, and then we made love in the sea, and now we're going back to the house, and I'm going to have the maid make us something to eat.
Wait, Mine All Mine again. Is this a callback to the second song?
First song.
So he found Jesus, and then...
No, he is Jesus. I thought that was the whole point of that first song.
He was saying, you don't need Jesus, just go to Cabo Wabo.
Yeah. I don't need to do anything. I got this. Let me take you down.
It's a stupid meat-headed obtuseness
I will
where he's
show you all around.
where they spend the first two songs on the album trying to be, like, deep and introspective.
It's really more like a commercial, don't you think?
And then saying, F it, just kidding, we're going to Cabo.
Let me take you to Cabo. You're gonna love it. It's like that. It's like that friend of yours that goes somewhere and they always want to take you there, and then you go and you can't figure out why the f they want to go there all the time.
Okay, maybe I think we need to disperse the blame because they were a band, so we should stop just blaming Sammy Hagar. Granted, he writes the lyrics. These god-awful
Well, one of the
lyrics.
things I remember was how they got rid of David Lee Roth because he was demanding about the songs that they be interesting and different.
Yeah.
And he pushed them and pushed them and pushed them. And I just thought, maybe Sammy Hagar was a refreshing, hey, whatever, let's just write some dumbass song about Cabo.
This song doesn't even hold a candle to Thunder Island.
Who wrote that?
That's a great vacation song.
I like Vacation by the Go-Go's. Although it's not really about going on vacation, it's
Here's
about coming back from vacation.
So he went to Cabo Wabo, and he's going to tell us
Source
about...
of infection.
He's gonna tell-
Ooh, what's this about?
He's going to tell us about his STD that he got in Cabo Wabo.
Hey, all right. Woo! How about you now? Come on. Oh yeah. Dig it. That's right. Is everybody ready? Let's go.
Oh no. He really loves flipping women over.
I could write lyrics to songs. Oh baby, you know what I like.
Oh no. She choked the chain.
Oh, this
She
is
got the
this
hook.
is an Alex song though. He gets to play
Oh,
guitar
yeah.
or drums. They get to do it together.
Yeah, it's Hot for Teacher.
Mm-hmm.
2.
It's Hot for Teacher
Part 2.
with no lyrics. She choked the chain. She got the hook. Fever starts to climb, reaching 105.
Okay, so here he's trying to prove that he could skiddly bop as good as David Lee Roth.
Wow, man.
I'm hot for teacher.
This hurts.
Got it mad so bad. This is just Hot for Teacher. It's a crappy remake of Hot for Teacher.
Oh. The problem is the monotony of Sammy Hagar's singing. It's like it never goes above. It just stays at this one level all the time.
All the education that I've missed. I think this might be the last podcast episode.
Oh.
I gladed your chair.
Glade Baby. I remember this one when I was a kid. I thought it was pretty good.
I think
But I didn't know what anything...
I think they were just jamming to Hot for Teacher, and we're like, screw it, let's put new lyrics over this album. I quit. I'm never doing another podcast.
So, love is the source of infection. Love.
Haven't been keeping up.
Love is the source of infection.
Oh, good. He wasn't just saying I got an infection in Cabo Wabo.
Oh, really? I thought he was saying I had sex and I got an infection.
How can something this upbeat be this boring?
Because nothing ever changes. I'm telling you, it's that weird sort of flat line. There's nothing really changing about it. That's
they
really
also,
what they're missing.
like at this point in the late 80s, like from the mid 80s onward, you got producers who were putting way too much reverb on stuff. You have to get down in like the neuroscience of how like the human brain interprets this, but yeah. There's just way too much reverb.
As I remember, this is pretty much what everybody in this genre sounded like in 1988. It really got, like, everybody kind of sounded like, don't get too...
She choked the chain, she got the hook. But on even on the most basic level... Oh, I like the next song. Here's Feels So Good is next. But just on a basic level, reverb beyond a certain amount makes things relaxing. Just inherently, for some reason. It's the way we interpret it.
Right.
Yeah, like, Atmosphere is good, but they're not an atmospheric band. So you get a certain point where it's like, yeah, you need a nice space for the music, but then you're getting with rock bands who are just using way too much.
What I'm getting...
It takes away from the immediacy of...
What I'm getting listening to this album now is the same thing that I don't love about that Trip rap. It's just a droning on and on sound while somebody's singing, and it's like...
That's a whole other topic. Chris, have you tried Glade Blue Odyssey? I like this song. It's also boring, but it has a cool...
It feels so
melody.
good.
Yeah. It's the good version of that one David Lee Roth Van Halen song that's also synth-driven that I hate. This is the only time where there's a reverse.
I wonder what that is. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I can never remember it because I just block it out of my mind. I hate the song. Yesterday I saw my love light shine. So now we're back to the serious introspection after having the party.
Oh, no.
So it was serious introspection, party, now back to serious introspection. It's a David Lee Roth era Van Halen song that has... The whole thing is just the synthesizer noodly thing.
Jump?
No. It's like this, but worse.
Wow. I don't know.
You really got me. No, when it's love. No, love walks in. I'll wait. From 1984.
I'll wait.
I hate that song so much.
All right.
That is... So, it's very similar to this. It's just that it has no flow to it whatsoever. Like, this at least has a nice melody. It's a stupid, synthy, noodly Van Halen song, but at least...
Now I want to listen to I'll Wait. Because I always liked that song, but...
I cannot stand that song.
Yeah, you like the most boring things.
I'll just say
Could you be more boring, please? Because I would like that much better.
I like it if I don't feel the compulsion to actively comment on it. Oh, next is Finish What You Started.
Ooh. They're going to try something different. I remember this song. It's a little different.
This might be lyrically embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh.
Come on, baby. Oh, wow, wow, wow. If you want to see other guys, baby, I can let it slide. You want a lover, you want a friend. I hate the song.
Why do you keep telling me you like albums and then you hate everything on them? We have to just explore that in a podcast sometime.
I mean, to be fair, the last time I listened to this was maybe 5-6 years ago, so...
Come on, baby. Oh,
boy.
Oh.
Hey, at least it's gotten different. There's some dynamics here. Yeah.
Yeah, what is this, like a 12-string guitar or something? That's a little different.
Because this album has been total flatline up until this point. At least this is bringing I don't like the song, but at least they're changing up the pace here.
Yeah, if you're going to have a monotonous singer, the least you could do is have it go up and down once in a while.
You know what's weird is...
Instead of yelling this time, how about you just talk?
Maybe just the way my brain puts things together, but This almost sounds like Phil Collins ripped this off for I Can't Dance.
Like,
Only thing about me is the way I walk.
each step one by one.
So this song's okay. Keep the dream alive.
It's alive.
Brokenhearted.
And it's ticking.
I'm just scanning through. There's nothing embarrassing in here.
There's nothing terribly interesting either.
Nope.
It's very
and
easily accessible.
And the last third of the song is just baby, 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 come on, baby, come on, baby, come on, baby. Yeah.
Baby, come on.
Yeah.
Baby, come on. I always wondered how dumb people talk to each other. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on.
So,
baby, come on.
So he must have gotten some pretty hefty criticism after 5150 because there's no acutely embarrassing lyrics on this album.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Yeah, this is intensely boring.
I'm enjoying this episode of Talking Over Albums.
Thanks.
Wow.
I don't think anything's gonna top Aliens Looking for Openings.
You know what I'm embarrassed of? I had this cassette tape.
But do you still have it?
I didn't buy it. I either stole it or somebody gave it to me, but I had it.
Yeah, and we got the gist. He just says, "Yeah, baby."
But I've got the tools.
Here's Black and Blue.
Satisfy. What's this one called?
Black and Blue.
Black and Blue. Boy, there wasn't 500 songs in 1988 called Black and Blue. Sorry.
Crap.
I'm not... I feel like you always turn me into a poo-poo on everything. I like things.
You stop shitting on everything. What are the words?
Well, I'll start it now. This is significantly worse than 5150.
Slip and slide, push it in.
There we go.
Bitch sure got the rhythm.
That definitely tops Aliens Looking for Opening. Slip and slide.
Hooked into her system.
Bitch sure got the rhythm. I'm holding back.
Don't
yeah, I got
draw
control.
the line.
That's just never how I played on a slip and slide.
So this has something to do with about physical assault or something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, it says a little
We're going to
bit.
do it till we're black and blue.
Well, you never know when love will come. Gotta get it while you got it. A little bit of everything, even when it hurts. Sure feels good. So, what we've gotten from this is Sammy Hagar has this like domineering fetish of like.
First, he thinks he's Jesus.
Where he thinks women are pancakes. Yeah, that's what I've gotten from 2 Van Halen albums on this podcast. Is he equates women with breakfast.
Yeah, you're just something to be consumed.
That sounds like Van Hagar.
It's disturbing.
Well, he did grow up in Southern California in the Beverly Hills area. Maybe women just get chewed up and spit out there. There's a lot of songs about it.
There's a reason Hollywood and Vine is mentioned in all of those songs.
Well, you know...
it doesn't mean it's right.
Don't draw the line,
You could just be singing
honey.
about what you know about.
Don't draw the line, honey. I ain't through with you. The harder the better. Let's do it till we're black and blue. Yo, mama.
Yo, mama.
Have you tried Glade Blue Odyssey yet?
Not. Are we decifying?
It smells pleasant. It doesn't smell like burnt pasta.
This is the new Vapo Rub?
This is our new...
It's the Vapo Rub?
Yeah, it's Brett's new sponsor.
It took me forever to find it. I had to go to the... across from...
that is really pleasant.
They like to start over again on songs a lot on Van Halen. You never notice that? They get to the part... Oh,
yeah, this is so much worse than 5150.
Draw the line.
It's not even a contest.
I think this is all the songs they didn't use on 5150.
Yeah, this is just heinous.
Oh, look, he screamed there, though. That's the best he's done to get off his flatline situation. That and Finish What You Started. Like, here's his flatline where he sings usually, and Finish What You Started, he sang down here. He kind of just talked instead of his yelling thing that he does all the time. It's pretty cool. You take this guy that was popular in the 70s when people just... That's how a lot of bands, their singers, that's how they sang. They just kind of yelled, blah, blah, blah. Translated it into how songs in the 80s were. You know, the hair metal at least. Because Van Halen went from being, in my opinion, with David Lee Roth, something a little bit different to, just totally mainstream.
All right, I'm going to defend them a little bit, because I think it's not just him. A lot of it's the production value.
Did they genericise?
Where he's kind of pushed back in the mix, and there's a lot of reverb. So I don't think he's just flatlining. I think he's just kind of it's lost in the background ether a little bit. He is boring, and he does have horrible lyrics, but I am blaming the production, the late 80s production a little bit.
Yeah, all the songs had boring lyrics. You can't get too excited. It was...
Next is
Sucker in a three-piece.
And then Apolitical Blues.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Huh. I've never hated a song based just on the title.
Well, you have to find that first one. Got to bust your cherry on something, don't you?
All right, at least we're almost done. that was a very...
That's what I love about this podcast. This is like, well, at least we're almost done. And that can be over now.
All right, they're just like a giant fudge brownie. Oh, and
they're just a giant fudge brownie, Chris.
No, but occasionally they get these sprinkles of like stereotypical Van Halen things where they're like, oh crap, we got too boring. Let's put in our like double kick thing, and then like we got to give Eddie like an intro solo. There's like 4 or 5 of those moments sprinkled throughout here, but the most part is just a giant thick turd of shit.
Thick turd of people.
I mean, because I remember being confused, but I think I mostly enjoyed 5150.
Well, the funny thing is I hadn't heard this album in years, and
it's weird.
I had a memory of it being more upbeat and more exciting.
Yeah.
But when you start listening to it, like, and you know the lyrics and everything, I don't think I ever knew any of the lyrics to anything. I just listened to the music.
Oh, yeah, what's he saying here? And it's weird because I had...
It gets very misogynistic. Like in a weird way, not in a, hey baby, we're both drinking, let's have fun. You know, it's like
it seems to
he goes into this whole other.
It seems to be his defense mechanism.
I'm Jesus. Oh, get busy.
Jesus wants you to suck his.
No, this album is like super whiplash. Where at the beginning of it, he was talking about like inspiration. You don't need to go to church to find Jesus. Just find it in yourself. And then he goes to...
I thought he was saying he is Jesus.
And then he goes to, like, bend over. And then he goes back to Jesus briefly. And he's like, Dad, we're going to Cabo.
I don't know. There are some churches where that's not an inconsistent message.
Yeah. This is bad.
With long legs straight up to her lunch pail. Sweet little wishbone.
See? I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. He has, like, this...
Don't want to break her in half.
He has this like meal fetish with women where he's like he thinks of himself as like a spatula, and he's like
it is weird like
I've never paid attention to the lyrics of anything Sammy Hagar ever did, but I never liked him. I'm starting to think maybe I was paying attention and I didn't realize.
He doesn't do anything interesting, so I never really noticed what he was singing before.
And there it is again. But when I roll you over, baby, you don't care. Just take me down to the bottom. Give me everything I want. You don't want that sugar daddy, not over me. She want a sucker in a 3-piece. Oh, I hate you, Sammy Hagar. You freak.
I just don't even know what to say.
Did he write all the lyrics?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, just check.
Anyway, I should bring up the fact that I actually owned this CD at one point, and I thought I enjoyed it briefly for like a month of my life. I think it was just Feel So Good. I think that was all I liked. Because I don't remember any of this, but I always
listened to this and I thought it was good, but I didn't know what any of the words were. I wasn't really paying much attention.
I think that's why I don't listen to lyrics, because then I'm not disappointed by how terrible they are. So as long as the music's fine, like,
Boy, he really thought he got what made Van Halen good, and apparently it worked because they just kept getting more and more audience. So it was like,
I don't understand that. Like, I just never.
I don't know.
They never clicked for me.
No, he didn't understand innuendo. He was just
or puns or anything that was fun about Van Halen.
Yeah, he didn't understand subtlety at all. He just thought he was like, huh, like, is equating sex with food, is that like clever? And like, whatever.
That is not.
Oh yeah, and throw you down and roll you over, and it's like
he really used that one to death. I'm gonna call up to his radio show and be like, and just write down every time he's brought up like a sex food metaphor and been like, did you walk in on your mother making eggs naked one day? Or, next caller.
Next color. Ow!
I can't get that out of my mind. In a sexual way. Wow.
Alright, I'm using my veto powers. I'm skipping this. I mean, there's 10 seconds left.
Oh, you woke me
Still
up.
A nightmare. Here's the Apolitical Blues. We're landing the plane.
We're landing the plane.
This is different.
We're landing the plane that never got 15 feet off the ground.
But this is a different guitar riff, unless it's a commercial. Let's see what he's saying this time.
This is probably a Sammy Hagar song.
They told my telephone is ringing. They told me it was Chairman Mao. Where is he going with this?
Oh, they're doing a blues song.
Oh boy, as if I didn't hate this album enough before.
I don't know. Is this Apolitical Blues a song that they're covering or something? Did they try to do a cover?
I have the Apolitical Blues, and it's the meanest blues of all.
Yep, it's a cover.
I don't care if you're John Wayne. I just don't want to take no calls.
It's a cover from Little Feat in the 70s. So this isn't even a Van Halen song.
They should have just done a whole album of covers at this point. All right, let's.
Why? What's the
It's
point?
almost over. I'm rating this.
I'm rating it 7.5 ear hairs.
I can't even think of a clever rating. I'm giving it a f*** you, Sammy Hagar, out of an infinite number of whatever. This is horrible.
Milky Way bars. Oh my god, that was a hard one. That wasn't.
And it's like the turd
Tapestry
cherry.
hard, but it was. It's like, wow, some things don't age very well.
And it's like the turd cherry on the end of the album is this, that Van Halen could not do the blues.
I'm just saying, don't judge people on the standards of a time gone past. But
all right, here we go.
Being said,
I'll give it 0.
Holy crap!
Who knew they sucked at the blues? I'll give them a 0 out of 812. That's my rating.
All right.
Or
All right.
no, that won't.
Because
No,
of
yeah.
Ziggy's current state, I'm rating it a put your penis away.
Oh no!
Do you know how many times you've said that during our podcast? It's just become a recurring theme.
She's all about penises.
And it's funny because there's no context.
There's no context to the penises.
Like, there's been a few times where it sounds like you're talking to one of us.
You'd think she loves penises.
Oh, thank God that's over. You still have to give your final thoughts. Mine
my final thoughts are...
That was
I
heinous.
have no thoughts. They've erased
That was
them
really
all.
bad. That was really, really bad. that was significantly worse than 5150.
It wasn't painful to me. It was just... Because there's a little bit of nostalgia in there.
when
and
will
that's
it end?
about... Yeah, I remember when that was the only tape in my car, and you just pop it in and play it because there was nothing on the radio. That's what I got. That's my final thought. Yeah, it was there.